So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about the actual IVF clinic that we chose, and how it kind of came about and how we found it, and a bit about the cost of it. So obviously we've come here to do IVF abroad, just for two reasons really. One, the cost is a lot cheaper, and two, we kind of made it into a holiday as well. So this is the clinic we found, and it's called Genopole. It's in Levent, which is a metro station in Istanbul, not too far from Taksim, the main square. When I did my research and when I kind of looked for a few different ones, I think the main reason why I chose this one is because they responded to me quickly and they answered all the questions I had. So I was throwing out hundreds and hundreds of questions. You want to make sure that they were responding to the things that I wanted to know, and so that I feel comfortable. And again, when I messaged, there was three in my list. When I messaged other ones, they didn't really give me the response or answer all the questions that I was throwing at them, so I didn't feel comfortable that they were really ready for the kind of questions that I had. In total, the cost of the IVF treatment itself, which includes ICSI, which is when they inject the sperm into the egg, was €1,800. And I'll put a description of that translated into pounds at the bottom or on the screen later on. And then also for the medicine, it's between 400 and 600 euros, depending on the kind of dose that you need. So my one so far has come to £133 at the moment, and this is the first part of two portions of medicine. So there's normally medicine for 10 days. And this is the kind of the first 5 days, and then you do a scan, and then there's another 5 days. So this is the first portion. So I guess it will vary from each person. So you're looking at around about, I don't know, £1,900 give or take for the whole treatment. And then if you have any extra embryos to freeze, that will be an extra €600 after that. But again, they haven't charged me anything yet because they don't know what kind of stage I'm going to get to. But so far the doctor's been kind, knowledgeable, so we haven't had any issues yet, and it's been, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's been a good choice so far. So obviously we came with 4 of us, 2 adults, 2 children. We got Turkish Airlines, that's about £220 each for the flights, and then we also found an apartment on Airbnb that wasn't so far away from Levent, which is a station next to the clinic, but also not too far away from the main other attraction, so we could kind of combine tourism as well as doing the IVF. So there's 2 different ways you can do this. You can get the medicine dose kind of worked out for you based on some of the information and the when you send your medical records across, and then you can do the first part of your treatment in the UK, and then when you're ready for the kind of egg collection side of it, then you can travel to Turkey. But we decided to come here for the whole 21 days and just make a whole trip of it and make an experience of it. So that's what we did. We found the apartment on Airbnb, and it's kind of in between. It's the same distance to get to the hospital as well as getting to the main attractions and to do all the tourism things that we wanted to do. And the apartment itself, it's basic. It's got 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms and a lounge. So, I mean, apart from the first appointment you have to do, then the appointment on day 5 and then the appointment on day 10, in between that we've got all this time that we can go exploring. As you'll see from some of the actual additional footage we'll add, we've been around to different places. We've been to Taksim, we've been to across the Asian sides, we've been to a few different places. When we rented the Airbnb, we actually asked the host if they could just pick us up 4 Istanbul cards, or Istanbul carts as they call it. We didn't know at the time that now that COVID's over, you only need to get 1, and you can use the same card for more than 1 person. But I did ask for 4 of them and asked them to top it up, because if you don't have the card, you have to go to one of the main stations like Eminönü or Istanbul Airport to get the actual card itself. So if you are going to come here and you are going to go to an Airbnb, make sure you ask the host if they can just pick you some up, and then you say, oh, no, can I pay you when I get here? And the Istanbul cards are very convenient. You can use them for toilets, you can use them for trams, buses, metro buses, funiculars, on the boats as well. You use them on the boats and a number of different things. So the Istanbul card is the same as, I don't know, if you're in London, an Oyster card or a travel pass. So it's a contactless cards that you can use to get into most of the transport and some of the trams and the funiculars. So you just top it up like you would like a contactless card, and you can use it on the different transports throughout Istanbul. The cost of the card itself individually for a tourism card is 25 Turkish lira. At the current time we're making this video, we exchanged our pound, it was £1 to 18.85 Turkish lira. So the card itself is just under £2 really, 25 lira. And then every single journey is 5 lira and 48 kurush, which is the change, the small, like the pennies or the cents of the liras, which is quite good. Apart from when you get on the boat. So if you go on a boat journey, it can vary from 5 to 8 lira, or if you get on the long boat journey to the Princess Islands, that's 10 liras, which again is still less than a couple of quid anyways. And you can keep topping them up. So most of the machines you can put cash in. We found that we couldn't put in 200 lira banknotes, so we topped it up little by little with like 50s or 10s, and then you can use card as well, but the card does charge you and it only lets you do like one. If you say you've got 250, it only lets you do one of those things at a time, so you have to top it up once and then come back another time and top it up. But it's best to use cash to save you getting the charge. So when you go to your first appointment at the IVF clinic, the gynecol clinic, which is the one we chose, they will do your internal scan and they will ask you some questions, and you'll have a conversation with you and your husband, and they will give you the bag which has the medicine measured out for you. So what I'm going to do is show you what consists of an individual day's injection. So this is the bag they give you. It's quite nice. So you've got your disposable box here for your sharps, which you have to return back to them and they'll empty it out. So that's for that. We've also got the sterile wipe, alcohol wipe, which you'll put onto your skin before you do your injection. It comes with a mixing needle. Now, obviously this is a thick needle. It's not the needle you inject it into your skin, but it's the one that you mix the medicines together, and they will show you on the day how to mix it, and it does look daunting, but when you actually do it, it's very easy. So your mixing needle, you've got your syringe, which you'll start with the mixing needle and then you'll change to the injection needle. There's a syringe there, and then this is the small needle that you will put inside your body and injects the medicine into your skin. It doesn't actually hurt at all. I think it's more the psychological thing of thinking I'm going to inject myself, and I really thought I couldn't do it. But yeah, that's not the stressful part actually. The stressful part I find is making sure you're mixing it all properly. Now for my dose, I've got 150 IU of the Meriofert, and also 150, which is separated into 275 portions of the Fostimon. So together, this combination, which is what we'll mix it all together. So all three of those boxes, which is 150 of that drug and 150 of the other drug, will be mixed together with the water to make it into a solution, and that will be what's injected into me to make multiple eggs develop for this cycle, for this month. So inside each one of these, you'll have a capsule of actual drug and a vial of just sterile water. And there's a sterile water and actual drug in each one of these boxes. You don't need all the waters, but just in case, like we did on the first try, you break one of them, don't throw them away, just keep them in your bag, because in case you, yeah, they're not as easy to open as they should be. They should be in little tubes like the medicine, really. So as you can see, these two are the same, the Festamon. This one is the Meriofert. You've got the 3 vials of water, so just keep those waters there. And then what I'm going to do is show you how to actually mix the, so I'm even getting nervous about mixing it, mix the drugs together. So this is day 4 of our IVF journey, which also means it's the 4th injection day. And I'm going to just show you how we mix it and what you need to do to get the injection ready to self-administer, really. Okay, so we're going to open the syringe, discarding that. And then we're going to open the large needle, the mixing needle. Oh, if I can. Discarding that. What I would do also is just open the little needle to get it ready and just leave it in the cap that it comes in. So otherwise you don't want to be fussing around with changing needles while you've got all that solution, because the last thing you want to do is drop the solution. So just put that up right. So what you need to also do is remove the coloured caps from the real medicine, remembering this is just sterile water. Oh, if I can. Okay, and then you're gonna just get one of the waters. You only need 1 water to mix with all 3 of the medicines. So when you get the vial of water, you're gonna try and break it where the red dot is. It's not the it's not the easiest thing. This is the second one I've broken before. So let's have I've cut my finger as well. Let's have another go at this one. Oh no, it's not feeling good. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think make sure you got no glass in your fingers or anything like that. Okay. Now you want to get your mixing syringe. Take the lid off the mixing syringe and you want to put it onto the actual plastic syringe itself and twist it on, not too tight, because remember you'll need to unscrew this later. So what you're going to do is take the water from the vial and you're going to draw that up. Oh, I'm struggling a little bit. Okay, if you find there's too much air, I had this issue yesterday, if you find there's too much air, push it all out and just start again. So just make sure you get it all up. Okay. And then what you're going to do is choose one of the vials. It doesn't matter which order because you're all going to mix them together eventually. Choose one of the vials, and in the centre of the top underneath the lid, you just push the mixing needle in, she says. There we go. So that it's in there, and you're going to put that water into that vial so that it all dissolves the actual medicine in there. Yeah, you see that? Make sure all the medicine's mixed in. So what you can do now is collect all that medicine, and you're just going to move it from jar to jar so you're getting all the medicine together. medicine yet. Just make sure I'm absorbing it all. You want to make sure you get every last drop, because obviously this is what you need to produce more eggs. Just want to check I've got it. Is it? Yeah. Sorry. Just want to make sure I'm getting all of it. There we go. Okay. Okay. Then you're going to put this liquid into the next one. And then you're going to blend all this together so that dissolves. Just make sure you can see clearly. Yep. If you release the syringe, the pressure will push it back up again. So you just squeeze all the air out, put it back into the liquid and pick that one up. That should automatically pick up all the solution for you. Just make sure I get it all again. Don't miss any bits. I think that is looking good. Okay. All right. Just trying to concentrate so I don't lose any bits. And then the last one, put it back into the middle of that medicine vial. And then mix that. So you've now should have all your powders combined with that sterile water. That is your medicine you're going to inject. So absorb all this. Make sure I get every bit. Okay, it's all gone. Tilt that upside down so I don't lose any bits. Because there's already a bit of pressure in here. I can feel the pressure. There we go. And that, now you've got all your medicine in that syringe. That's what you're going to put into your body. Oh, okay. Get quite tense shoulders from doing that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to change the needle. Oh, 1 minute. Make sure you've got a little bit of a gap between the syringe and the needle here so that it doesn't flow out. And carefully, very carefully, do not inject yourself with this mixing needle because that's really going to be uncomfortable. And then put your needle for that day, the mixing needle, into the sharps box. I'll leave it open for now. And then switch onto your small, I don't know if you can see that, it's quite small. Your small injecting needle. Okay. And that is ready for injecting, but all we need to do now is get some of this air to the top. So we're going to slowly move that up and get that air out. Just do not waste any of the medicine. And that is all ready for injecting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rest this down nicely. And I'm going to get my area I'm going to inject in my belly. And then you've got your alcohol wipe. Put this rubbish down. And then you're just going to clean all the area. So far I've already had one there and one there, so I'm going to try and put one around here. Okay, so I'm going to wipe here. I'm just going to keep this on my lap just so I can use it afterwards. And then I'm going to pinch a bit of area here. And then you're going to be able to pinch that area, and then you're going to have your forefinger on the back of, I don't know what this is called, but the back of this to inject, and then you just pop it in, squeeze gently until all the liquid's gone. That's all gone. And then dab and hold for a little bit. This syringe, see, it doesn't hurt at all. This syringe goes straight into your shots box. Mine's a bit full, so I'll just, and then that's my injection done for the day. So you're supposed to do your injections after 7 p.m. every single night, and they say that because obviously if you're here travelling and doing the IVF, you'll go out, and then when you get home after you've had your final meal of the day, come in, do your injection at the same time every single night. So we've chosen 10 p.m. because we came home at 10 p.m. from the first night, so we kept it 10 p.m. You can do it an hour either side of that, but we've kept it quite consistent. And then on, to see here, so on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, day 6, we'll have another ultrasound to see if the eggs are developing and if the follicles are growing, which they should be. And then they'll give us another packet of medicine to do the next few days until the egg collection day. So hopefully we will be able to see how many eggs we've got on egg collection day. As far as side effects go, again, I'm on day 4 of injections. I've noticed that my stomach feels quite bloated and I'm really, really tired a lot, and a little bit dizzy. So again, I did actually look up the side effects, and these are quite normal. Some people have nausea, some people have headaches. I've had a few headaches, but I don't know if it's related to me not drinking any water on this trip. So that's I'm not sure about that, but I definitely heavy fatigue and really, really bloated stomach. So those are the side effects. There's nothing else too major. I think you can go about your normal business, and again, we're still going around touring and looking around the city. But I do recommend maybe getting a day or two's rest in between, just to relax your body a little bit and calm down your nerves before you go for the egg collection day.